Hello guys, my name is Ali and welcome back to IELTS Vocabulary Conquest. So the topic that we'll be talking about today is about food. Alright, so now let's jump to the first question we have over here about food. What types of food do you like to eat? So in this type of question, you might think that you need to list out all of your favorite dishes, but that's not necessary. So you can choose to mention one or two dishes that you like. So let's take a look at the first answer from my students over here. Actually, I love all kinds of food and I can eat anything. However, what I like best has to be sweet, like ice cream and cookies. So I have one compliment about this, that they try to use the word sweet in general to talk about like ice cream, candy or cookies. However, you need to know that in terms of speaking of food or cooking or eating, in English, we have a lot of idioms and phrases to talk about it. So try to use as many as possible to sound natural if you want a higher score in speaking test. Alright, so let's take a look at my other version for this type of question. Frankly speaking, I'm definitely not a fussy eater, so I can eat like a horse whenever I feel hungry. But on top of that, I usually crave for ice cream and cookies since I have a sweet tooth. Okay, so you can see I have a lot of idioms and phrases to use in here, right? So the first one is fuzzy eater, or you can replace it with picky eater, which means, so fuzzy or picky, it means that you are very selective. You always very difficult and tough on choosing which food to eat. So I'm definitely not a fuzzy eater. Second one, eat like a horse. It's an idiom. Eat like a horse. It means you eat a lot. I mean a lot, like a horse, right? So try to be a little bit funny when you answer the question. Second one, on top of that. So on top of that, it has the same meaning with my most favorite or my best kind of dish, okay? And crave for. So crave for something is a verb to talk about your favorite dish. You always want to eat this kind of food whenever you feel hungry, you feel sad, or you feel happy. So crave for. Okay, and have a sweet tooth, also an idiom. So have a sweet tooth, which means that you're interested in sweets, in any kind of candy or ice cream. So have a sweet tooth means you always eat sweets. Alright, second question is about cooking. So do you prefer to dine in or dine out? So like I said before, you can make a comparison or evaluate between the two ideas. So let's make a comparison for this. If you lean towards dine in, or you can, how do you answer this? So the answer from my student is, I actually prefer to go out to eat because it's more convenient, it's quicker, and it has more variety to choose the food. Okay, so the idea is good that you support why you like to eat out. However, the choice of words is quite simple. It's really simple, to be honest, so that's why you might have only like minimum like 5-band score. So if you want to get higher score in speaking, like I said, try to put in more idioms or phrases when you talk about cooking or eating. Okay, so let's take a look at my other version for this kind of question. Well, I lean towards going to a restaurant to wine and dine, which is more convenient than cooking at home. However, if I want to throw an intimate get-together, I can also prepare a slap-up meal with many dishes and drinks. Alright, so let's take a look at the language that I use in this answer. So first of all, lean towards, like I said, you can replace it with a prefer to. So lean towards going to the restaurant to eat. Wine and dine. So wine and dine is an idiom to talk about having a fancy meal at a restaurant. Alright, next one, throw. So throw we can use for a party. So normally you would think we use the word organize a party. Yes, it could be used, but somehow it's a little bit too formal. So normally in English, people would try to use the term throw a party. And second one, get together. So get together is a party, more like a gather or a union with your friends and your family. Intimate get together, which means cozy and close party. The last one I have, slap up meal. A slap-up meal is like, how do I say, a full-filled meal with a lot of dishes and a lot of drinks. So slap-up meal, so it means that you can prepare a lot or for your family or your friends to eat. Alright, so now let's jump to the last question we have about food topic. Alright, so what types of food do you think are unhealthy? Alright, so there are actually many types of food, right? So try to select the 2 ideas, or the maximum is 2 ideas to talk about the types of food. Alright, so let's see, I have my students' answer over here. As I know, fast food and dry food are quite unhealthy to our body since they contain many types of chemicals. Alright, so the idea is good. They mentioned about fast food and dry food. Alright, however, I want you to be more specific. Like I said, try to be specific in every kind of answer. So what kind of chemicals it has, and also you're missing like the consequence or the influence of the health of the unhealthy food on our body. So to show that how unhealthy it is, okay? So let's take a look at my version for this question so you can learn from it. I am certain that some kinds of processed food and fast food are unhealthy on account of a myriad of preservatives, food colors, oil, and chemicals that they contain. Our metabolism will be harmed if we overeat these types of food. Okay, so the language that I use in this answer, first, processed food. So actually, dry food, I understand what you meant, but normally we have a term for it. We call it processed food, which we pack in the packages and then we sell in the supermarkets and everywhere. So processed food and fast food, right? Next one. On account of is a synonym to paraphrase for the word because. All right, try to diversify, like I said, diversify your vocabulary. A myriad of something, which is like a number, a big number, a large number of something. A myriad of preservatives, food colors, chemicals, and oil that the food contain, right? Metabolism. So metabolism is the system in your body when you try to digest the food or the drink. So your metabolism will be harmed if you overeat processed food or fast food. Alright guys, so that's it for our topic today about food, cooking, and eating. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and if you have any other better answer, so you can comment below. I will see you next time on another video. Bye!